Hello and welcome to Millwall Fan TV. This is a Millwall Roundup where we'll talk a little bit about Millwall's 1-1 draw against Cardiff City in Wales on Saturday. We'll also look ahead to the game on Tuesday night against Norwich, and then we will also talk about some transfer news. So let's start off by talking about the 1-1 draw against Cardiff City. So obviously Millwall took the lead in the 9th minute for Jed Wallace. For Jed Wallace, he's run down the line. I don't actually know whether it would have probably counted. It probably doesn't count as Jed Wallace's goal. I think it counts as a Flint own goal. He makes his run down the line. Really good run from Jed. He cuts it back and it hits Flint and goes in, which you could say, it's very much luck. There's a lot of luck in that, but we deserve our bit of luck that we haven't been getting over recent weeks. So very much deserved of that. But after that, I thought we controlled the game well. We could have had two. Ken Zahor misses from about 10 yards out on his right foot. Probably should have done better. But we were playing really, really well. And the lineup, obviously, same as Wednesday night or Tuesday night, was doing well. Came in at half-time, 1-0 up, and I thought, really, really good half. Came out second half, and we should have had two again. Ken Zahor one-on-one with the keeper after a really good pass from Michael Kieftenbeld. But it's a really good save from Alex Smithies, and the score is kept at 1-0. And at the end of the day, we rue those chances, and Cardiff come back to haunt us, and they make it 1-1. Kiefer Moore, in 72nd minute, it's a good finish after a good ball from Harry Wilson. But really disappointed. However, Cardiff did have a lot of good chances in the game, and there was a couple of chances where they should have put away. Joe Bennett missed a header from close range. Moore missed a header from close range. They had quite a lot of good chances, and they probably would have felt disappointed to not go in at half-time 1-1. But ultimately, it was disappointing we couldn't see the game out. But it's another point on the board, and it's another very good away performance. But let's get straight into the transfer news, shall we? So, carried on from the other night, Ryan Porteous and George Evans. Ryan Porteous again, they came out on Thursday evening from the Scottish Sun that Millwall had made a bid. Apparently, it got rejected, according to the Daily Record last night, I believe. However, we don't know whether we're yet to go in. However, Porteous was on the bench for Hibs today. He'd normally start. So, therefore, you never know. Could that be a sign? I don't know. We'll have to see. But it would be a great sign if we can get it done. But we'll have to see what the press has to say about that in the next day or two. There's only 2 days left. George Evans is another one. Had a bid rejected on Tuesday, 500 grand, according to John Percy of the Telegraph. Haven't heard anything since then, actually. He wasn't even in the squad today for Derby, so that could be down to a number of different things. I'm not sure why he wasn't. But John Percy said that he was expecting another Millwall bid. So when that's gone in, whether that's gone in yet or whether it hasn't, we don't know. That'll be another one that rumbles on until deadline day, probably. And on the attacking midfielder that us fans are so desperately after, according to Roundup, he does want an attacking midfielder on. He said that in London News Online, South London Press, Richard Cowley, on Wednesday. So hopefully we can get one of them in because we do desperately need one. I thought Tomo did well again today, to be fair to him. But we do need an attacking midfielder. So let's see what comes of that. And deadline day, hopefully, will be quite active. Fingers crossed. I think we need, by the sounds of it, we're looking to get a couple of deals done. So hopefully we'll be active. Let's fingers crossed because we do need an attacking midfielder and a centre back. At least I'd say we also might even need a striker. According to London News Online, Troy Parrott might even be being recalled by Spurs, which I think there's mixed opinion on that. For me, hasn't done much for us. I feel like he might come good, but I feel like it's a bit of a waste of time to keep waiting for that. If we can bring a striker in to replace him, that would be great. But let's see what happens with that. And let's move on to the Norwich game on Tuesday night. So we face Norwich at the Den on Tuesday night, and we're looking to get back to winning ways at the Den, which we haven't won there since we beat Luton there 2-0 in October. They've got a number of good players, Norwich, haven't they? Todd Cantwell, Emi Buendia, Timmy Pukki, Jordan Hugill. They've got a number of good players. Oliver Skipp. They've got a number of very good players, and it's going to be another tough test for Millwall. But let's get straight into the team that I believe that Gary Rowett will go with to start the match. So here it is. Bartosz Białkowski in goal. McNamara, Hutchinson, Leonard, Cooper and Malone at the back. Then we'll go with Woods and Kieftenbeld in the middle, and we'll go with Jed, Wallace, Ken Zahor and Mason Bennett up top. Now, the reason I've dropped Tomo for that game is I know he'll run all day, Tomo, and that's what he's so good at, and we love him as Millwall fans for doing that sort of stuff. But I just think we'll probably give him a rest on Tuesday after playing I think he's played 4 or 5 games back to back now, which has been really, really good run for him, and I'm really, really pleased for him. deserved the run of games in the team, and he has got it, and hopefully he'll continue to get it. The only reason I put Bennett in there is I think we might need a bit more pace on Tuesday night. But let's go with the score prediction, shall we? I'm going to go for, I can't see anything else but another draw. I'm going to go with Millwall 1, Norwich City 1. And I'm going to go for Wallace to get our goal. There it is. Calm with you, Lions.